As always, good people, welcome to another episode of the Bruce Leroy Bar Report. This is episode 23 to be exact, man. We got a MJ number, and it's a very special one.
Good.
A goat in his own rights, man, for sure, when it comes to the music, this, that, and the other. Strange Music's own, Jehry Robinson, man.
What's going on, fam? How you doing, man?
Good, bro. How you? Absolutely.
Oh man, it's good to see you again, bro. It's good to
Yeah,
see you.
you
It's been a
too,
minute.
man. Like we spoke briefly, man. We chopped it up, man. You had a dope halfway to Halloween event here in Notre Dame, Indiana, man, a couple
Yeah.
months ago, which was I didn't get a chance to step out, but I did get to see the footage and all the people around. So it was a dope thing, man, for
Yeah, it
sure.
was really dope, man. People showed out, man. We had a good time. Shout out to Serendipity Creations and all them, man. They came out and yeah, I'm gonna be back next weekend in Michigan. I was just telling you we going back
Yeah,
there. So I'm excited, man. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. For
absolutely,
sure.
absolutely. Midwest, man, for sure. It's born and raised. That's all I know. But
Word.
when we get good acts like like yourself, man, around, it's always a dope thing, man, for sure, for sure. Like always, man, we always start off with your name, your backstory, how kind of got to where you are right now, man, with the music.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, we just go from there, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Jehry Robinson, man, artist, producer, rapper, singer, writer, extraordinaire, man. You know what I'm saying? Just pretty much anything that has to do with being in the studio and grinding. I've been at it, since I was probably like 15, 16 years old. Just trying to make beats, trying to engineer, trying to sing, trying to rap, trying to do it all, man. So yeah, just been grinding, man. Sound with Strange Music about 2 years ago, and it's been up, man. It's been crazy. Been touring around the fucking world and dropping albums and going top 10 on iTunes, and really just starting to see the fruits of the labor lately. You know what I'm saying? And seeing the work kind of pay off for the first time.
Growth and
Past couple of
elevation.
years been insane, yeah, for sure, bro.
So
It's a lot of
so I'll go
lot
ahead.
of effort. What's up?
No, I was just saying, like, I didn't even realize it was only a couple years you have been, signed to Strange Music. And if
Yeah,
for
two, I think
anybody
two.
that's Tech Nine as well.
Yeah,
If I don't know
yeah.
Strange Music, Tech Nine, uh legendary, man. Y'all
Yeah,
one of the
I dropped my first album right in the middle of the pandemic, right in the middle of the lockdowns and when when everyone was going crazy.
yeah,
That was my first album with them. And it was a blessing and a curse because it was like I think it sucked because we couldn't tour and all that stuff, right? We couldn't hit the road, but I think it on the contrary, it actually allowed people to get in tune with my music and you know what I'm saying, and everybody was stuck home. So they were all streaming it, downloading it. So I think it was, kind of a blessing and a curse in that way too, because it was like a lot of people had that discovery process of going through my old catalog.
yeah.
I'm saying really getting to tune in, and then now we back on the road, and it's like, oh shit, people singing every night. I just put some of my Instagram ads, like half the crowd just singing every word to my set and stuff like that. So I don't know if it wasn't the pandemic and all that. I don't know, if things would have been different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was good or bad for what we were doing at the time, but it's crazy. People definitely got in tune with me. That was kind of my growth period was 2020. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of when I got put on the map. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's been crazy, man. It's been up
Yes,
ever since.
it's a dope thing to see, man, for sure, for sure. I've been on Tech Nine and Strange Music for a while, man. Ever since I could, go buy a CD at FYE or
Right.
as I was getting older, it was just like, okay, I see the growth of this and that. But
Right.
the underground as you guys are, but to still have that like mainstream kind of fame, it's a dope thing to see because it's like you got fans in this realm where it's
Right.
more underground, and then you got people that are new catching on to your music, people that are you know, kind of been hearing you even before the Strange Music. So it's dope to see everybody come together and just like,
Yeah.
actually get a chance to hear your music now, man. That's dope,
Yeah.
man.
And Strange is unique because they do everything their own way. You know what I'm saying? So there's really no rules. It's like they do what the fuck they want. You know, I
Yeah.
don't know if we could cuss on here, but
Oh, hey, talk it up, talk it up.
but yeah, they really do what they want, bro. And like, you know, if we have an idea, you know, creatively, and we want to execute that idea, it's really just a conversation. It's really just, you know what I'm saying? There's not so much red tape and rules. It's like if we could talk to Tech and talk to Travis, the you know, Tech's partner, and Travis really like, you know, helped me out a lot, changed my life. Tech too, man. Both of those guys together are just like a force for me, man. You know, from the business side to the music side, like it's kind of like, you know, I got both of those things in me because I'm a businessman as well, you know, and I strive to, you know, understand that and know what I'm talking about. So it's like just being around them and having them execute these crazy ideas in my head has been a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, crazy label for sure, man. Shout out Strange Music.
Yeah,
Best
shout
to
out
ever
to
do
you,
it,
man.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2022 and beyond, man. Y'all going up for sure, for sure.
100.
So I was kind of doing a little research, man, and getting, you know, I was kind of digging deep into your, you know, your history and stuff. But
Yeah.
I read somewhere once that you wanted a gaming system for Christmas.
Right.
You got a karaoke machine.
Yes.
So
Yes.
with that being said, getting that one the gaming system and getting something completely different.
Right.
How did that like evolve? How did that evolve your music at a young age to where you at right now?
Yeah, I think if I would have got the PlayStation, you know, when I was a kid,
Yeah,
maybe I'd be a gamer or something, or maybe
right.
I'd be, you know, maybe I'll just be smoking weed and playing video games all day and doing nothing with my life. I don't know,
For
but
sure.
yeah, it definitely it was definitely integral in the process because I never even looked back. You know what I mean? It actually what's funny is a lot of people bring that up, and I've told the story a bunch, but it's like the I didn't right away. I think I got it when I was maybe 14 or 13. And then it took me like a year or two to even open it up because I wasn't interested in it. I was actually a little heated. I was like, damn, I wanted a PlayStation. So, you know, and it was expensive and stuff, but it wasn't as expensive as the PlayStation. So, you know, my mom was like, oh, well, you like music and stuff. You like to sing. And I was always a good kid, you know, like especially my mama. I was like, oh, so thank you, mama. I appreciate it. You know, I gave her a big hug. But then I didn't really take that out the box for like a year or two. So she knew I didn't really like it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I held on to it. And there was one day I opened that thing up and I just started, you know, busting on the mic and playing some instrumentals and stuff. And man, I locked myself in the basement of my mom's house for like a year or two. You know what I'm saying? When I was like 15, just rapping on this thing, man, like all day. I just had a little mic. My friends would come over. I'd be like, yo, you trying to rap? You trying to freestyle? Like I was always trying to just recruit everybody. Like, you sing, you rap, you know, come through. So yeah, I think it definitely, you know, is a crucial part of what I do. And maybe I wouldn't even be here if it was for that. You know, you don't know. It's like the butterfly effect, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like you never know, one little thing could change the whole course of your life. So
right.
it could very well be, you know, the most integral piece of my story is that small little karaoke machine where, you know, with the little buttons on it and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's crazy. That's good knowledge right there. That's good
Yeah,
knowledge.
for sure. Hey, I had to ask because and the reason I asked is because I knew it would be a dope story behind it. I knew
Yeah.
it was gonna be like, oh yeah, I got it. And but I want to ask also, do you game now? Since
No,
you do music.
I don't. I don't. I
Okay.
actually don't. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe I would be, but no, I
Gotta
don't.
thank you gotta thank moms for that, man. You gotta say, hey, I to this
Yeah.
day, I don't even game.
Yeah, 100%.
So
I don't.
thank you.
And you know, I'm pretty horrible at anything that you gotta toggle with, or you know, Call of Duty or the shooting game where you got like I'm just horrible at that stuff. Like it's not really
Hey.
my bag. So but I do I was on Twitch for a little while
Okay.
and I was playing Tetris and I went #1 a couple times. So I'm nice with Tetris.
Nice.
It comes to Tetris, that's my sport right there. I could lay it down. Yeah, because that actually comes from my mom too. Going back to my mom, man. She always had this little keychain thing, you know, and I would always steal it out the drawer, and she would play it all the time. She was hooked
Right.
on it, so you know, I would just always grab that and stuff. So that was probably the only game I really played growing up is Tetris. But
The
yeah,
OG games is always the best though. Like you got,
yeah,
I still got a to this day, I still got a Game Boy. Like not the color, the black
the
and white,
regular one.
the
Yeah,
regular, like Super
that's
Mario and
crazy.
all that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I
crazy.
get time, I pull it out, collect the dust off of
Well, I
it.
see you got the Atari shirt on, right?
Yeah. But see, this ahead of me too. I'm 87, man. So Atari
Okay.
was a damn near a little bit ahead of me, but Super Nintendo was like that's what I knew.
Yeah,
Regular Nintendo, Super
I'm a little
Nintendo.
younger, but I think when I was younger, it was like PlayStation 2, fucking whatever. Like that was the coolest thing. What I
Absolutely.
wanted was the PlayStation 2, I think it was. Yeah, I think that was like everybody, for Christmas, it was like, man, oh, I need that PlayStation 2. Same thing today with PlayStation 5 or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I think maybe if I would have got it, who knows, man? Maybe I wouldn't be.
Absolutely. It would probably be completely different, like you
Yeah,
said.
maybe.
So,
For real.
but yeah, that's dope, man. But you touched briefly on the strange music, but let's take it back to I want to say 2016.
Okay.
And we all know you rap and put out classic music, but you also mentioned you produce.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a
So was that before you got onto the mic, or was
Oh
that
yeah. No. Actually, I started. I mean, I always was trying to write. I mean, I'm a writer. Even down to, I have a novel that I plan on publishing that I wrote. Just a straight up like a nonfiction novel. I have I have scripts that I wrote. You know what I'm saying? So like outside of just music, like I'm a writer. Like my words are everything to me. That's all I really have. The ability to articulate my thoughts, whether it be in a book or in a script or in the song. I'm definitely a writer first. So I was always writing and I was rapping. Rapping got, kind of stale and nobody was fucking with me. I'm from New York, so I was out there, in Queens trying to do the rap battle thing, like running around like B Rabbit from 8 Mile and shit and trying to get in the battles. And I was doing that for a while, but it wasn't really clicking. You know what I'm saying? It was just a mess. It was just constant letdown. So I got to a point where I was like, man, my favorite thing in the world is to be in the studio. And I learned how to engineer. I learned how to, all within like a year or two,
Mhm.
engineer, produce, you know what I'm saying? Whatever needed to be done for me to say, I'm going to make money being in the studio. I don't care. I went to every studio. I mean, because in New York, Manhattan is the Mecca.
For sure?
So I went to
Absolutely.
every studio. I was like, man, I'll mop the floors. You know what I'm saying? I'll clean the studio. I'll do whatever it takes. I just need to be around here. You
Have
know
to
what I'm
be
saying?
around that day,
Yeah.
all
Let
that.
me do some sessions. If y'all got sessions, I know how to engineer. So eventually I just started getting that where like it was like, all right, cool. You could close the studio down and you could run the sessions. So, I got to meet hella people just in that realm. I was at the engine room in New York City. It's like, 50 Cent would go by there and Trey Songz and whoever, Chris Brown, whatever. So that was like my introduction into like, all right, I'm kind of in the game because I'm getting money. Like not a lot of money, but I would get money to,
Making a name for you.
somebody, yeah, somebody would buy a beat or somebody would say, hey, can you engineer this session where I just be behind the boards and recording everybody or writing a hook for somebody. So yeah, it was definitely came from I wanted to be an artist and
Yeah.
I just felt like that was not necessarily my direct way in at that moment. It was like I can't just come in here. Once you say, once you tell people you're a rapper, bro, it's a rap for you. In New York, most of the time, for me personally, it was like, yeah, everything. Everybody be cool, and they'd be like, hey, you want to check out my song, and then it'd be like, and the
Yeah.
whole energy would die. So I found that if I learned how to produce, I could be like, hey, yeah, I want to check out some beats, and if you're around a bunch of artists, they're gonna be like, yeah.
Of
It's
course.
just way more receptive, right? Than like I say I'm a rapper. It's like, man, get the fuck out of here, go home. And if I said I have beats, they would give me that time of day to be like, yo, let me show you some stuff. So yeah, that was kind of like the real introduction into it, but it was kind of a necessary thing I felt like I had to do. And I was like, yo, if you just coming out here doing one thing, it's like you're gonna have better odds if you could do all these things.
For
If you
sure.
could know how to produce, know how to write, know how to do all that stuff, and opposed to just know one thing. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? It's like now I'm vast. Now it's like, what you need, I got you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm in the studio, I feel like this is my domain. And if you need something, I could pull it off. I could make it happen for you. So That's what got me in a lot of rooms. That's what got me in a lot of doors, because it was like, yo, it wasn't like I'm an artist. I'm not trying to get on your song. I'll do whatever. I'll produce it. I'll write it. I'll record. I don't care. Just, keep me in here. So yeah, that was the start of it, man. 100.
Definitely. Yeah. I like to ask, you mentioned it, but I just knew briefly of it. I know you're art, and not even a rapper, you're an artist.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate
that's
that.
how I look at it, man. It's like,
appreciate that.
An artist could be a painter, an artist could be like anybody, but you're painting a image of and a visual of like your life, what
Thank
you go.
Yeah, and a lot of my stuff on my recent, I've been producing, before I Sounded Strange, I produced everything pretty much, myself. And even now I produce a lot of the albums, but now I have the opportunity to work with more talented people. So you might hear a beat from somebody like my homie Wish or Seven, like those guys are animals, man. So I have the opportunity where they mess with me. But a lot of it too was like, it's hard to get people to work with you, like when you're trying to come up. So I had to make my own beats because nobody wanted to give me no beats. Yeah. I mean, if everybody was just flooding me with beats, maybe I would have never been a producer too. But nobody wanted to do that. It's kind of like if you want to do tattoos, if you tomorrow were like, hey, I want to be a tattoo artist, and you call your homies and your cousins and your aunts and your uncles, and you were like, let me try it out on you. They'd be like, no, like how do you start? Like I always ask tattoo artists, I'm like, and a lot of times they're tattooed their legs or something. Like they do it, because it's like, how many people are gonna let you, experiment?
Right. Exactly.
So
exactly.
It's kind of the same thing when you're coming up. Yeah, and music is like, producers are like, yeah, I don't really want you experimenting on my beats. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do that shit elsewhere. So nobody, basically nobody ever fucked with me. It was like, all right, fine. What do I got to do? And
on my own.
Yeah, and I say that shit to artists all the time. It's like, oh man, no one's fucking with me, or no one came to my set when they open up for me. Like, what I mean? Everyone's just waiting for you or whatever. I'm like, man, that's like, what are you doing then? What you got to look at it like, what am I doing? Why are the people not connecting, or why are the producers not sending me beats? That's not anybody's problem but your own. You can't blame. Oh man, fuck them, they haters. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people are haters, but if you're doing something amazing, if you're great at what you do, people will gravitate towards it. Absolutely. And you gotta, and maybe not right away, but you gotta know that shit, and you gotta keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? And why not do more things? Why not have more to offer than just I'm a rapper, I'm whatever? It's like, all right, well, there's a lot more you could be doing, man. You got a lot of time in the day. You know what I'm saying? So.
Being a jack of all trades, man, for sure.
Right. Absolutely. For sure.
And it's just like you said, it's motivation, man. It's just inspirational. Like to just see, like I said, I knew you were an artist, but as far as producing, I only knew like bits and pieces. I can't tell what you produced, but I knew you produced.
Right. Yeah, so, that's cool, man. Actually, I've been doing it live on stage. I've been producing beats in front of the whole crowd, which is a new thing I've been doing. And everybody said the same thing. Man, I didn't know you produced your stuff. Nobody cares, So, well,
it's a gem. It's a hidden.
You heard the saying, right? Nobody cares. Work harder.
There you go.
Work harder. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You made the beat and you did it all, man. Nobody cares. Nobody. Don't expect anybody to care, man. You care. That's that's it.
I love it. Well said, for sure.
100.
So can you let's take it back, man. To you say you're from Queens, so of course New York.
Well, I'm from Long Island, which
Long Island. Okay, well, what's Long Island? That's
20 minutes away from Queens, but that's where I would take the trip to Queens, and that's where the battles were at and shit, growing up. So yeah,
I was just thinking about why I said Queens, because it's funny because I'm watching the Supreme Team.
Oh yeah, I didn't even start watching that, but that's classic, bro.
But I'm just thinking of Queens, and I'm like, Queens. Nas is executive producing it. Hello Cool J pops up. It's dope, but
I'm gonna check that out for sure. I know about it. I just haven't had time to watch it. I definitely want to see that.
Super fire, super. Can you recall falling in love with music and just thinking about what was the first track that pulled you into music? If you can think about was one track that stood out that pulled you into music.
That's a good question. That's a good ass question. Man, so probably one of the first songs I really was in love with was I was a little baby, and it was Lauryn Hill with the Fugees, the "Killing Me Softly" remake, right? And I remember just out being like, "What is this?" Her voice is insane, and the first album I ever got was the score, the Fugees. Yeah, I
Nice.
got the CD. I saved up for, and that's where a lot of my reggae influence comes from. You know what I'm saying? And then I get into Bob Marley heavy and stuff like that. But yeah, one of the first albums in general was the Fugees. You know what I
Nice.
mean? I am a big fan, bro. And Jerry Wonder, shout out Jerry Wonder, who's their producer. That's like my favorite producer. Yeah, and he's all guitars and reggae organic stuff. But yes, all that stuff, man, was one Guatemala. That's like Wyclef song. The Carnival was his album. I remember. But yeah, that was really really early on, and some of my favorite stuff to this day. I still I listen to that shit. Ready or not, here I come. That's my favorite music. Yeah.
And even fast forwarding to her stuff, like her
Oh,
solo.
come on, man.
It's
Yeah, she yeah,
so
she's incredible. Fuji's is incredible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was some of the early music, but I didn't really grow up in that like much of a musical household, so I kind
okay.
of had to get it on my own. I had to go out, when I went out to the barbershop or went out here, whatever, like I would pick up music, in Queens, Long Island, and Brooklyn, wherever. Like that's where I would find my music. Like my parents and stuff, they weren't so like, they listen to the radio in the car or whatever, but
Yeah.
they didn't really have like album collections, and they're not like weren't big music fans per se. So it was like, yeah, wherever I went outside of my house was like, this, or my friends' older brothers or something like that. My friends had older brothers that be listening to, whatever it was. I'd be like, damn, this shit,
Yeah.
that's where I picked it up. So yeah, definitely the Fugees though was like the first music I ever got real into. And I
Okay.
was like, damn, I'm gonna do this. You know what I mean? I want to make this. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Over here as well, man, we do a little thing called, we do rapid fire questions, this or that. So I kind of throw a couple questions out at you and
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah.
So you being from New York, man, we'll go with Wu-Tang, Mobb Deep.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with Mobb Deep.
Mobb Deep?
Yeah, personally, I mean, and I'm a huge Wu-Tang fan. Don't get me wrong. That's
Sure.
that's a hard one. I feel like I'm on Drink Champs or whatever he did.
we
Yeah. I'm gonna go first off, yeah, because they closer to where I came from, and you know what I'm saying, I actually uh been around that more and knew some of their people coming up and shit like that. So I'm gonna definitely go with Mobb Deep, RP Prodigy, but Wu-Tang, greatest rap group of all time, man. You know what I'm saying? Greatest to ever do it. So yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, okay. We'll go with let's go with AT Aliens,
Okay.
Outcast, or Aquemini.
I gotta go with Aquemini, man. I gotta go with Aquemini,
Yep.
man, because yeah, that shit was big. That shit was big in my upbringing into hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
For
And I
sure.
was a little late to the party, so I was always like the kid. Um, I was listening to like 10 years prior to what
Okay.
like when I was coming up, it was like when I was, 10 years old, where it was like Nelly and like 50
Okay.
Cent and all that shit, and I was into like the early Outcast shit, and I was into Tribe Called Quest, and
Right.
I was into like the late '80s, early '90s shit, and it was 2005, like Lil Jon and shit was popping. Lil Jon was doing Window to the Wall or whatever, like when I was a
No.
little kid.
Trunk
Yeah,
me.
but I was into like I was the weird kid. I had my headphones on and I had the old school break beats and you
That's
know I was studying the
dope
cadences.
though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
For
but
sure.
yeah, I would definitely go with the I would definitely go with Aquemini because that was a big album for me.
For
That was
sure.
definitely inspiration right there.
Okay. Let's go with shit. I'm gonna just throw a couple more out there. A couple
Go
more.
ahead.
Shit. Let's go with since we on the Atlanta route, let's go new school. Let's go shit. 21 Savage,
Okay.
or have you ever heard of Jid?
Oh, hell yeah, JID.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go with Jid, man. That boy is nice. I have not listened to the whole album, the new album they dropped, but yeah, that I mean, look, because you just kind of and I do like 21 Savage. I do, out of all the people in that spectrum, I like 21 Savage. I know Cole fucks with me heavy. I'm a big Cole fan. Like Cole's probably,
Absolutely.
Cole's probably
Greenville,
numero
yeah,
uno for me right now.
yeah.
So, and I know he Dreamville and shit. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Jid, man. That boy is real nice right now.
Oh man, I didn't bump the album like 5 times easily. Like
Yeah, I
all
just saw him on a
fire,
freestyle or
man.
something. He just did a freestyle or whatever. I mean, he was killing it.
Nice with it. For sure, for sure. Um, Coming up, man, 2022 and beyond, man. Anything Jehry
Yeah.
Robinson has going on, man.
When is this interview dropping?
This one is coming soon. I would say no later than this weekend. No later than this weekend.
Okay, so this weekend is a little too soon to say, but I can say this: I got a tour
Okay.
with somebody who in the past couple weeks had the #1 song in the country. They bringing me out there on the road.
Can we speak on it?
What?
Can we speak on it?
I can't say the name.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
I can speak on it and say that it's coming in October, mid October. We're gonna announce it any minute. So
Yeah.
I'm not positive if it's gonna be announced yet. So I'm not gonna fuck myself up right now. But
Yeah.
I will say I got a tour coming. US. We're gonna be on the West Coast mainly. That's gonna be in October through November. And then I got an album coming, man. That's gonna be insane. And I can't say the name. So we like so close. We're so close to both of these. But yeah, and there'll be new music out. There'll be new music out before the tour.
Absolutely.
So that's exciting. Yeah. I got an album coming, and it's the best work I've made. And I always say that because it's true. It's like how is it gonna get worse? You know what I mean? I'm just getting better every day because I put in a lot of hours and I put in a lot of time. So when I'm in there, it's just becoming easier to take these thoughts and put them in a record. You know what I'm saying? Or put them on a beat and just give you that magic. So I'm excited, man. Like I've never been this excited in my life.
As well. And I know everybody that knows who you are as well. And also the people that are about to check this out that don't know who you are. Yeah, they're gonna be super excited. So yeah, it's
yeah.
It's dope to see.
So we got an album coming, we got a tour coming, and that's all right around the corner, man. That's all right around the corner, like before 2023 type shit,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we only got 3 shit. It's about to be September. Shit, we only got like 3 more months. So
so stay tuned.
That's a lot of stuff. People
it's about to hit you. Yeah. You heard it here first, man. You heard it here first.
Absolutely. As always, man. Always like to give flowers, man, while people here, man, for sure. To you for even, getting on this with me, getting on the interview. Like I said, we met briefly a couple months ago, and you was cool as a fan, man. The people around you, good energy. Strange.
Yeah, that's FBA, man.
Too.
That's FBA. If you don't know what it is, famous by association, man. That's the team. And then that's Strange Music, man. It just collectively. Shit, man, just good people all around. You said it, man. You said that right. Good people all around, good, solid people. And, you can't do anything great without a team. So, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about me. It's about, it's a small part me.
It ain't me.
It's about we, man, for sure. So that's what it is. I appreciate you saying that, man. And anytime you need me, man, we here.
Absolutely. And before, like I said, I want to give you flowers and much respect to you and all, but plug the people in with your info, man, where they can reach your music, your socials, all of that, man, where they can just get in tune with Jehry Robinson, man.
Yeah, it's just Jehry Robinson. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Google me, check it out, YouTube, go on YouTube, go crazy. Tell me you love it, tell me you hate it.
All that.
Yeah, just hit me up and tell me, even if you don't like it, hit me up and tell me what's up. You know what I mean? Just that's it. Just let me know. You know,
they heard it, and they heard it first. It's Jehry, Jehry. Don't get that shit twisted. It ain't spelled like the normal Jehry. This is
hell yeah.
For sure.
Appreciate that, bro. Are you gonna be at the show? Try to make it to the show. We're gonna be in Michigan. I don't know how far you are from. I know you were in South Bend, right?
Kim sent me. So the one that hosted the halfway to Halloween.
Yes.
She sent me the info to the tour. So I got all the info. If I got time, I'm in there, man. It's
Say
no
no more,
question.
man. I
Uh,
appreciate you, bro. Much love.
much love to you, bro. As always, good people. Bruce Leroy Bar Report, episode 23. Jehry Robinson, FBA Management, man, in the building.
Signing off, man. Much love.
We out. Peace.
Salute.